Welcome, everyone. Noah here on the Dynamics Weekly newsletter and podcast. This is a special series of podcasts about Dynamic Communities Community Summit, which is scheduled for October 19th through the 23rd in Orlando, Florida. Here it is, the end of June already. Summertime is well underway, and October will be here in no time at all. So if you haven't had a chance to register or even check out the website for the sessions and classes that will be offered at Summit, do that now. You've got the SummitNA.com website with all the details. Keep in mind, registration is, there's two registrations on that website. One is for Summit itself, which has access to all the sessions from all the different presenters in the expo hall and everything during the week. And then there's, if you want to take an Academy class, there's a second registration for Academy classes on that website as well. So keep that in mind, two registrations if you want to do both of those. We'll be talking with Academy class and session presenters leading up to the conference. And today on our 21st interview, these have really piled up and flown by as well. We have Kim Congleton with us. Kim, how are you doing? Did I get that last name right? I think I missed it.
You know what? It's close. It's close enough. It's
Okay.
Congleton. But yeah, no, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Glad you could join us today. Kim and I have been chatting a little bit about, me being over here in Pensacola. I didn't catch, Kim, where you are, though.
I'm actually in Iowa, right on the border of Iowa and Illinois, outside Davenport, Iowa.
Okay, awesome. Are you having the little heat dome that we're having right now?
Oh, absolutely. It's like, I don't know, 100 degrees, and then we get a lot of humidity here. So, and I'm sure you know about this in Florida, but so it feels like somebody turned on the blast furnace
Yes, it
this
does. Yeah.
week. Like, yeah. You walk outside and you're like, "Whoo, I can't breathe," and the immediate sweating. Yeah, it's crazy, the
Uh,
humidity here.
I
Yeah.
know how, yep, I know exactly how you feel. Well, Kim, the Summit's website's got you listed as COO and CIO at New View Strategies. How long have you been working in the Dynamics arena?
I've been in the Dynamics as a partner. I've participated in the community as an end user. I started my career as an end user working with Microsoft products way back in 2004. I've been on the partner side for the last I think 10 years, 10 to 12 years. The years all kind of run together.
They do,
So
yep.
I, yeah, so I've been working with the products for quite a while, as a partner, like I said, for the last 10 to 12 years. I'm also the co-owner of Newview Strategies, so we started the business about 8 years ago. Yeah.
Good deal there. Nice. So, and I see the sessions you're presenting have to do with Business Central, but you've been in the partner program for a while now before 365 even came out, I believe. So, do you specialize in other ERPs as well for Dynamics?
Yeah, I've done other ERPs in the Microsoft space. I've had a couple of projects with D365, F&O. I do know CE. I don't just do ERP. I'm actually more of kind of work with the whole platform. So I've done Power
Mhm.
Platform, Power BI, Azure, like all those different products. I've also done some stuff outside of the Microsoft ecosystem. I've specialized in warehousing is one of my specialties, so I've done some WMS implementations as well.
Great. You have two sessions listed under your page there for Summit. I'll just mention the first one because you mentioned earlier that someone else submitted that session, but we'll mention the title at least, and then we'll go to your other one that you're in. The first one is titled Innovative Solutions to Talent Scarcity, Transforming Company Culture for IT and Business Central Expertise. Now, you're in there as a co-presenter with two other people. Are they both with your company? They are, yes.
Yes. Yes. So, I think it'll be an interesting conversation. We haven't quite finished the slides for that yet. So, there's so much kind of so much we've done in this space, trying to build our company culture. And we've done some creative learning uh, sessions that we've done with other partners and other just, in general consultants to try and help raise their expertise in BC and prepare them more for becoming BC consultants. So I imagine we'll talk a little bit about that.
Okay. And I have already spoken with Carrie Carosa, who's on that session as a co-presenter with you. And Carrie Peters is the person that actually submitted, I think. So I haven't talked to Carrie Peters yet, but I think I'll get her on my list and see if she wants to chat about the session later on.
Yep. Yeah, no, that would be great. You know how it goes with conferences. Sometimes you're still kind of finalizing your session after it's already been accepted.
Yes, I know. Yep. The other session that is listed for you is titled Integrating D365 Supply Chain with D365 Business Central for Warehousing. And you are co-presenting that one as well, I believe.
Yes, yes. This one, I'm super excited about this one. There was an article that came out, I don't know, it was on LinkedIn. And I have a friend that's in the F&O space, and she sent it to me. And it really was about using D365. They've created like a new license for supply chain management only, and then using that with Business Central. So you're essentially using like the F&O supply chain only license as a WMS for Business Central clients. It really opens up a lot of possibilities, and I think kind of the space where I play a lot of times is people have exhausted kind of the resources in BC and add-ons for WMS, and they've kind of outgrown that, and then it's kind of what's next. And a lot of times if they've outgrown BC with those add-ons, they're kind of like, well, I might as well just see if there's a different ERP that meets my needs as well. I think this
Hmm.
option gives people the ability to stay in BC for a little bit longer while they kind of get to experience some of that more powerful, what you get with supply chain only. You get to experience that, and eventually you could slide over easily into like full blown, F&O with like manufacturing and supply chain and all of that in there, and you're not going outside to a different ERP.
Hmm. And this is listed as a breakout session, which those are aiming for 60-minute sessions. When you do this one, will you have a good bit of time inside product?
Yes, yes. The one wrinkle in this, it's still early in kind of the integration work. So there's not like an out of the box integration yet. So my co-presenter, is his company does have an integration for it. Obviously, these are educational sessions and we won't focus on that product, but what we will focus on is the transactions flowing back and forth. So I'm hoping that Microsoft comes out with the integration soon. You can build your own integration. Obviously, they have out on Learn. You can read the Learn article on how to do that, the types of messages that can be sent back and forth. So you could build your own, but obviously that's, that would be a huge amount of work. And these
Mhm.
guys have already kind of done some of that. So we're using their tool just to be able to show, like to be able to support us showing those transactions going back and forth. So we will show like the the BC side of it and the supply chain only side of it. So you'll see the transactions going back and forth.
And have you presented a similar session for this in the past?
No, this is brand new.
Brand new?
I wanted to do it for Directions, which is
Hmm.
the conference for partners, but was not able to get to be able to have that integration. So,
Okay.
building that yourself is kind of daunting. So, needed to find somebody that had already done that so that we could kind of show that.
Okay. And the audience that you figure you'll have mainly, would that be partners mainly this audience for you, or a lot of end user IT team people?
I mean, I would love, obviously, this is a user conference, so I always get excited with the users that come to these sessions. And I know from my experience as an end user, it was great to come to sessions like this and see what are some new ways that maybe I can use the product and what needs to be put into my IT roadmap. So I'm hoping more end users and customers come than partners, but I mean, all are welcome, obviously.
Hmm. And I see the ability level is aimed for intermediates. The primary track is supply chain. And also, even though it says intermediate, if you are just scoping out what this topic means for you, I mean, it's a 60-minute session. It's not hands-on. It's really just a presentation style session, correct?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think we put, intermediate because obviously we're going to talk a little bit about the types of messages and how you kind of do that. But yes, everyone is welcome, and I think it's really, I can't tell you how excited I am about this option. I know, maybe for a smaller customer, it's not maybe the best option, but there's a fair amount of people who are in a spot where this makes sense. If you're starting
Mhm.
to outgrow some of those add-ons for warehousing, this will give you a lot more options. Like, one of the classic um, things that this will enable is you're going to have the ability to have way more like picking routes, right? You're going to be able to kind of
Mhm.
configure and do things differently and more efficiently in your warehouse. So,
Mhm.
that's kind of when you get to a spot on some of the other add-ons where it's like, I need like four or five more options for this and how to handle these things.
Yep. And your co-presenter for this is uh, a coworker as well, or are you just teaming up together for this session?
No, he is the CEO of InterRadish, and they are a company that has created an integration between these two systems. So
Okay.
I'll have to get on him about filling out his bio information there.
Yeah.
So first time we've presented together, but he'll help me with the supply chain side. So we'll be able to, I'll kind of talk BC and he'll talk supply chain, and we'll kind of then talk about, the options that it would provide somebody and, how those transactions flow between those two systems.
Okay. And they don't have a schedule posted yet as far as the day and the time that these sessions will be scheduled. That'll probably come out, I'm guessing, sometime in July. I think the mobile app is coming out in July as well, so they'll probably all come out together.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
title again is
Oh,
the
sorry.
title again is integrating D365 supply chain with D365 Business Central for warehousing. And Kim, if people have questions for you before your session, or even before Summit, or after your session, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Yeah, I mean, I love talking to people and especially if they have questions around warehousing or supply chain, they can connect with me through LinkedIn or, I'm always happy when people email me directly as well. My email is Kimco, at getyournewview.com.
Awesome, thank you. I'll put that in the comment section as well for the post here. And jump back over this page with you. So got your sessions there. That's rolling out soon, and the mobile app will probably have messaging in it as well. But some great ways for people to get in touch with you. You just listed already. So thank you for that. Will New View Strategies have a booth in the expo hall?
We do not as of this time. So, still trying to work some of those things out.
Right. I think they do have a few that may be open. I thought I saw an email come out just recently about some available space, but I haven't seen the details yet. Okay. And you've
Sounds
probably been
great.
to quite a few summits.
Yes. I have been to, wow, how many have I been to now? That's a sad number that I don't know. Yeah, I've been to quite a few of them. It's really rare that I miss a summit. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, so always love going to Summit. I always love talking to end users. And even when I was an end user, I thought it was a great opportunity to go and learn about I love the expo just to see what ISVs are out there and how I can make things easier for my users.
Hmm.
Also always love that you can interact with Microsoft at these.
Hmm.
I mean, as an end user, I used to bring like just a bunch of things that we had that we couldn't figure out and, sit at the Microsoft desk for a while and figure those out. So, yeah, always love a good summit.
I've been to plenty of them as well, coast to coast.
Yep.
Uh, I think maybe this is my third time in Orlando for Summit, Nashville. We had San Antonio last year. And then, I mean, they're just all over the country. So it's a great conference to go to. I hear record turnout probably for this year. So a
Yeah.
lot of people coming down. It's good to see that build back up since the COVID days.
Yeah, yeah, that was rough. So, yeah, I think I've been to three in Orlando as well. So,
And the resort there where they're having it is a great complex, plenty of room, very well done. It is indeed a resort complex. When you walk in past the lobby and registration area, you've got the big open atrium with all the waterways and bridges and such, and even turtles and alligators. So you've never seen an alligator, there's a chance, and you can even feed the feed the alligators.
yeah, oh, I
Be careful
forgot
about
about
that one.
that. I totally
Have
forgot
you fed
about
the
the
gators?
alligators. Yeah. Yeah, I did love that. Yeah.
Did you feed them?
I did not, but I saw somebody else feeding them. I was like, that's
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
cool. Yeah.
I'll try to do that this October.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Have we missed anything else that we want to bring up for you about Summit here in these sessions?
No, I think I just would encourage, all your users, whether you're end user or partner, to attend. If you haven't attended one before, I think, I've seen a lot of the session lists. I know a lot of the presenters. I think there's going to be a ton of great content, and I'm really excited for this year.
Yeah, it's a great place for everybody to get together. I mean, education as far as seeing all the different platforms that Microsoft rolls out for the Dynamics family of products is always great. Education, huge part of this, but also networking, meeting new people, seeing people you've met in the past, people in your industry, people in your area. So using the same products that you're using. So it's really a lot of fantastic opportunities all crammed into this one summit in really less than a week's time.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, Kim, hey, thank you so much for joining me today. It's always great to share with our audience news about upcoming events like Summit. And to all of our listeners out there, if you get a chance, please try to meet and introduce yourself to Kim while you're down at Summit. Again, it's always great to tie our associate face with an email account or a LinkedIn profile account and meet people in person. Build those relationships so that when you leave Summit, you can remember that person and say, "Oh, this is the person that deals with this topic. I know exactly who to call."
Yep.
And hopefully, we'll see all of you in Orlando. Kim, thank you so much.
Thank you. Looking forward to meeting you in person as well there.
Yep, I'll be there.